Have you ever wondered what you can make with some cans from your recycling and some Ziploc bags from your pantry? I've got some ideas for you. So pour half that bag of concrete in your 5-gallon bucket and then have your water hose close by, because I added water on an as needed basis and just mixed and kept my eye on it to see the consistency I wanted. Once you've got it mixed, I used a plastic cup to begin scooping the concrete into my first bag. And then I grabbed that large can from the recycling and placed it in the Ziploc bag. I took a rope and I'm going to wrap it around. We're going to cinch it up. Do not leave your can in there while the concrete hardens for several hours, or you won't be able to get it out. These are going to be so great in a nice shady spot over by our back door, and you can put them anywhere where you need some extra flowers. So make sure you give these a try.
For today's project, I grabbed a basket from the local store. What I wanted was something that had texture on the side. As you can see, this is perfect, but we don't want our concrete leaking out the holes. So grab some blue tape. It's the best for this project. It has great adherence. Put it on the side, layer by layer. Now I want to show you, it's okay when you're putting it on, if you get a few wrinkles in it, just smooth those right out. It's not going to affect the concrete at all. We just want to make sure it's basically waterproof to a point. See that handle on the side? You want to cover that also. Just run that tape up and down. Once it is covered, look for any light that comes through. If not, you're ready to go. The next step is to grab some concrete. This is fast setting concrete. Don't use it if you're not quick, but it's perfect for the job. We're going to mix it up by starting with some cool water. Pour it in the bucket first. That keeps the powder from sticking to the bottom of the bucket. Next, you're going to add the concrete, a little bit at a time. This is half a bag and half of that. It is dusty, so make sure you go ahead and use a respirator. Pour a little bit of water in, and not too much though. There's nothing worse than mixing too much water at a time and you don't have enough powder. Once it's all mixed up, the consistency we want is something like pudding, like this. Something that's hard but won't drip over the sides. Once you got it, let's go ahead and grab some oil, and you're going to mix that into the basket. This keeps basically the concrete from sticking to the side. It doesn't take much. Don't drench it. Just wipe it on the bottom and the sides. It'll be perfect. Now, just start putting in the concrete, one bit at a time. You can go ahead and pour it. If you have it a little thin, just it's time to take the tape off. Now, some of that concrete is going to stick to the tape. That's perfectly fine. Just keep pulling the layers off. Remember, do not worry about the concrete sticking. Just keep pulling it off and then give the basket a little twist. Remember we put that oil on there? Here it goes. Voila! Concrete stool. Now, it's a little rough looking. Rub your hand over it. We're going to stain the legs, give them a paint job, and look what we're going to have. And here's our final project. Painted the legs. It's perfect for the outdoors. Just wonderful. and it makes a great addition to the front porch.
Grab an old lampshade from a thrift store. First, you need to wet your lampshade thoroughly with some water. Then, you need to mix up your cement slurry. We mixed together 2 cups of water, 4 drops of dishwashing soap, and 4 cups of cement. Basically, you need enough to make a sandy paint mixture. I then painted this mixture on the wet lampshade and let it dry completely. Now, it's time to make a cement base for the pot. To do this, mix together 2 cups of water, 1/4 a teaspoon of dishwashing soap, and about 7 cups of the cement mix. Pour the mixture into the bottom of the lampshade. I used a paper straw as well to mark where we needed the drainage hole for the pot. After letting the cement fully dry and cure, we then used a drill to drill in the drainage hole. And then I added some potting soil and a beautiful fall mum on top. I placed it on my porch with all my other pumpkins, and it made for the perfect do-it-yourself cement pot for all my fall decor.
For this project, grab a little measuring cup or something plastic to lay some fabric over. Place that cup upside down just so you can get a nice big square of fabric cut out. What we're going to do is put that upside down and lay the fabric over. You want to make sure you have enough to lay over and it drapes over the sides. Next, some fast setting cement. Make sure it says cement, not concrete, and it has a work time of at least 20 minutes or more. Once you get it, go ahead and pour some of that into a bucket that you're going to mix the cement with some water. Now, if you mix too much water at a time, you can always add more cement. And if there's not enough water, just add it. Keep stirring. Remember, you only have about 20 minutes to work with it, but we want to get it nice and soupy. Now, if you like a messy project, this one's for you. Just take that cloth that you cut out and get it all drenched in that cement. Cover it as best you can. Lay it over the cup, and then we're going to spread it out. We want to make sure it's all spread out along the edges so it has something flat. Now I mixed up some more cement, but I wanted to make sure it's a little runnier on this one. We're going to put it right on the top, but let it drape over the side. Don't worry, it's looking a little messy right now, but it's going to look good. Next, I grabbed a little chip brush, one that's disposable, with a little bit of water. Keep dipping the water, and I'm going to use it to smooth out the sides. I know it looks really messy right now, but stick with me. We're just going to keep working it all the way around, and it's going to smooth right out. What happens is we want to build it up and make it strong. It looks really weak right now, but that's okay. Once this cement dries, it's going to look good. Now, watch this little secret. Take some of that powder. If it's too wet, you just drop that on there. Sprinkle it on like salt and pepper. It's going to harden right up, and you just keep doing that over and over again. Again, grab that chip brush and get it wet, and just keep working it around. It's going to smooth that cement right out. Once we let it dry for about an hour, I'm going to put some more right on top because I want to give it a special look. Just let it drape right over the bottom like that. It's going to give it like a little thick base, but I use a stick because I want to make sure the flat base will sit on the table. Once it's dry, it takes about 4 hours. Just flip it right over. Now this might be surprising, but it's not yet done. We still got some cloth showing. So you're going to mix up your last batch of cement and pour it in. We want to fill all those little valleys, crooks, and crevices. Don't worry if it gets inside the plastic bucket. That's going to be just fine. Take that chip brush again and smooth that cement all over. Just get it laid on over. If you need to add a little bit more, go right ahead. Remember, this thing's going to strengthen right up and it's going to just be strong as ever. Last thing I'm going to do is work the inside just to let that drape right over that plastic cup. And once I get done, it's going to look great. Now we're going to let this harden up for another couple hours and it's time to plant. Look at that wonderful little concrete planter. Now, if you want to add some paint, you can do that also. But this is a wonderful design. It's really strong and it can be used outside. I hope this inspired you to build your own concrete DIY planter. Thank you for watching Home Talk, and we'll see you next time.